President Akufo-Addo on Sunday denied speculations that the government will slash some investments as part of its negotiations with the International Monetary Fund, IMF, for a $3 billion support. But addressing the media on Tuesday, the minority leader Haruna Idrisu insisted that there will be some form of cuts in investments.
President Nana Addo Dankwa, in his attempt to rebut President John Dramani Mahama and our ranking member, the Honorable Atuforsen, on debt and its management and sustainability, dismissed the argument of a haircut. He was categorical that there will be no haircut. We are assuring the people of Ghana, we are assuring investors, people with savings, people with investment in instruments, that there will be a baba of a sort. Probably that baba will be Scampi Dede Baba. There will be a baba of a sort, but that baba will be Scampi Dede of a sort baba. Whether it affects domestic investment or domestic instrument, we are giving you only 14 days from today. You will hear from them publicly effort to restructure our unsustainable debt. And those efforts will necessarily include a Scampi Dede Baba for many persons who have investment and savings in some instrument.
He also announced a petition by the minority to the House on the need for a suspension of the Electoral Commission from carrying out any action on its proposed public elections instrument that seeks to rely on the Ghana card as the sole document for registration onto the voters' register for the upcoming 2024 general elections.
You will see advertised today a petition standing in my name and the minority caucus. We intend to move the content of the petition will be presented to the House, and I'm discussing it further with the Speaker and the leadership. We are concerned that we have a duty to preserve our democracy and to protect and ensure the respect for fundamental human rights and freedoms, including the right to vote enshrined in Article 42 of the 1992 Constitution. And we are convinced that the disparity and discrepancies in data between the National Identification Authority and the Electoral Commission of Ghana may give cause to the enjoyment and upholding of the fundamental right to vote. If you see the Electoral Commission has a data of over 17 million, NIA less than 17 million, yet one says, I want to rely on NIA data. In any case, we ask the primary question, what has happened to the EC's own data?
During proceedings in the House, the Deputy Majority Leader, Alexander Penyomaken, raised concerns about the vote of censure filed against the Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, by the minority.
I believe that even as a House, we should have copies of all the grounds upon which you rely. No, Mr. Speaker, I believe that as a House, every member in this chamber must have a copy of all the legal grounds upon which you mount this application. 2, the respondent himself must be served. 3, should the respondent respond by saying that he elect to have a counsel to represent him, are we going to allow that counsel in the dispatch box, or we are going, because the counsel will come in as a stranger at the plenary, or we are going to have a closed session to hear him? These are matters that, Mr. Speaker, are very critical that we should look at.
I will just say that the Speaker has ruled, and he must show respect to the ruling of the Speaker. If he has any disagreement on the ruling of the Speaker, he knows what to do. But, Mr. Speaker, ordinarily in any civilized democracy in the world, you don't even need a motion for the Minister for Finance to proceed home. He himself, upon self-appraisal of where he has led the country to and let the economy to, in all conscience, will bow out and save this country, save investment.
The issue regards to the censure motion has already been discussed. At that time, last week, I was here when you raised these same issues, and Mr. Speaker ruled that the motion was proper. So I think there's nothing, you yourself even say you are not raising this issue to reverse what Mr. Speaker has said. So I think we will patiently wait till the motion matures and see what unfolds that day.
Reporting from Parliament, my name is Ni Ayikwe Okan for Citi News.